So, doing my trip to GamesCom, I came across a lot of cool gaming tech, and today I'm going to give you a quick rundown of some of the coolest that I came across.
So this chair, well, calling it a chair is probably an understatement. This gaming setup here is called the Predator. This has to be like the ultimate gaming setup. Now, as you can see here, the chair like reclines back after you sit in it. The monitors and this arm can be lowered or higher up to adjust. All three monitors are curved and gives you a pretty good field of view, I think. And as you can see here, it pretty much comes with anything you would want in a gaming setup. You can play with controllers. There are a plate for keyboard and mouse, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to mount a hostess to this as well. And it also comes with a cup holder, which is a nice addition as well, I think. Now, compared to some of the other items we'll be looking at in this list, this one is actually for sale. You could actually buy one of these if you wish. Okay, so this one is pretty cool. This is a full-on motion sphere. Now this one, it simulates motion, as you can imagine, forward, backwards, sideways, as well as roll. And inside it, they have fully modeled the interior of a camera, like all the dials and like all the way down to the air conditioning vents. All that stuff is modeled inside the sphere. The guy I talked to, he wasn't exactly 100% sure of the field of view, but from looking inside it, it looks about somewhere around 120 degrees, maybe a little bit more. So it has a pretty good field of view, I think. But yeah, this one is mainly built for racing games, obviously with the car interior, but I think it's a pretty cool piece of tech anyway. So here's another motion simulation solution, and this one is purpose-built for something like American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, those kind of things. Looks pretty cool. And again, these are for sale. You can buy these. They are probably quite expensive. But I asked the guys, they said that yeah, you can go to their store now, you can buy these if you want to. Of course, you can't just take one of these chairs and use them for any old game. I mean, you have to make sure that the game actually supports it. So looking at a game like Elite, even though something like this would be really, really awesome, I'm not really sure if the games actually support this, or even if this specific hardware would be compatible, because they did say they did spend a lot of time like making sure they were compatible with the games. When they changed things, they would update the drivers for their software. So I don't think it's just as simple as buying one, plugging it in, and you're good to go. One thing you might notice is the drivers in the seat, they actually do wear a seatbelt, and at first I thought that's probably just for like immersion and authenticity, but no. When these things break, so if you drive over some rough terrain, they will throw you around, and they will throw you out of the chair if you don't wear a seatbelt. So it's pretty important, I think, that they actually do carry a seatbelt on chairs like these, because there was a guy who was braking really hard. It didn't capture it on camera, but that thing was almost standing like on its nose. If he didn't have a seatbelt on, he would have smacked his head into the wheel. Talking about the wheels, actually, they also sell these with like force feedback, so you get the feeling of the truck actually being difficult to drive, and I guess depending on the terrain and stuff like that. So some pretty cool stuff they have here as well. Okay, next up we have something called the Smash Set, or Smash C, depending on how you pronounce it. I don't really want to call it a console, but it's like a handheld computer thing meant for gaming. The reason why I don't want to call it a console is because, well, this thing runs like full-on Windows, Steam, everything. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It has a single USB port on the back, along with an HDMI. And again, on the front, they have a USB-C for charging and a headphone jack as well. Pretty well equipped, to be honest. Full HD display, touchscreen, and they claim up to 5 hours of battery life. For storage, you can have an SSD with up to 256 gigabytes of storage. For RAM, you have 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Now they showed me a demo here where they were playing Doom on it, which, to be honest, looked pretty good. It ran pretty smoothly. So if you're looking for a gaming setup that could be an alternative to the Switch, then this might be something you should look into. It's not really available yet, but it will be available at some point next year, so in 2021. But again, Smash Set, check it out if you want. Next up we have yet another motion simulations. I found a lot of these at GamesCom. It really seems to be something there's a lot of hype around at the moment. Now this one is quite unique because it's really small and it's compact. This one is something that they designed from the ground up with being something people would actually put in their homes, kind of things. Many of the other things we've looked at is way too big and complicated for something you would actually put in your home. But no, this one is different. Now you can see it's fairly small, it's fairly compact. All of it is running on open source, not open source, or freeware. It's fairly easy to get into. Of course, again, I'm not 100% sure if Elite supports these kind of things, but they said, well, since you can pretty much just hook this thing up to anything you want, you could in theory just hook it up to your joystick if you wanted to, and then get the input from there instead. So there's really a whole long range of options, and I'm pretty sure when this thing comes out, somebody somewhere is going to try and find a way to interface this with a game like Elite Dangerous. At least that would be pretty cool if they could. I should also mention that in the back of the chair they have like vibrating pads, a bit like what you would find in like a game controller that will vibrate in certain situations. It's kind of the same thing here, where just the whole seat vibrates, so you can feel the vibration of the plane or ship or car or whatever it is you're using this for. So again, really nice to see these kind of things beginning to become more compact and hopefully also more affordable for, well, normal human beings.